0% tax. Dubai's really safe, it resonated with me. So I moved to Dubai. This apartment cost about £7,000 per month. This is where it gets downhill. I'm living in Dubai now for about a month, and I've noticed my health is deteriorating.
All right, I wanted to discuss why Hamza left Dubai. Now, in case you don't know who Hamza is, he is one of the biggest influencers on YouTube, a youth, really guiding and directing young people just like himself in the positive direction. Now, I personally have seen his videos, followed some of his content. Awesome guy, amazing person, really like his channel. Great videos.
Look, I'm successful. Look. What does it mean?
Now, he recently moved to Dubai. Some YouTuber helped him move there, set shop in Dubai. Dubai is a great country, by the way. So not everyone's cup of tea, but it's a nice country in the Gulf. It's like the Singapore of the Gulf. A lot of financial transactions happening in Dubai. It's very good as a financial center. I would say it was very good as a financial center. Obviously now it's on the gray list, etc. But it's a very nice country. So Hamza recently moved to Dubai. A lot of people move to Dubai to save a bunch on taxes. Great programs. You can set up shop in Dubai, and then you can conveniently reduce your taxes. You can do proper tax planning, etc. At least on paper you can do that, right? So he moved to Dubai, and obviously one would think that he has just moved to Dubai, so he's going to stay there for longer. He's going to obviously continue with his journey, because when you take such a big leap, right, you leave your home country and then you set shop in a brand new country. You ideally you would have lived there, or you would have had some idea of how the country is or what the country is like, and then you make that move with the intention of staying put at least for certain amount of time, right? You don't immediately leave the country, you stay put for at least some time. So he recently made a video where he talks about how he left Dubai immediately after going there. Some of the very interesting things that I personally reflected back on, I thought were very interesting to discuss is, his reasons why he ran away, or rather, I shouldn't say ran away, but he left Dubai. Some of the reasons were personal, so which is completely understandable. Some environmental discussions that he had, and one of the biggest things was the air pollution levels. Obviously it's a stressful society. You have a lot of fast-paced life in Dubai. You got to keep up with the pace of it, right? The second thing is, I'll get to the pollution thing in a bit. I'll explain how that affected him. But second thing is the expenses. And Dubai is extremely, extremely expensive. You better live there to make sure you're utilizing your time in Dubai. Apartments can run upwards of 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 even for certain properties a month. What's more important is the monthly maintenance costs are very, very high. So for an average person, if you're really going to live there physically and make use of your apartment or your property to maintain that residency, then yes, your investment in Dubai would make a whole lot of sense, because at least then you're utilizing your investment in Dubai. If you're simply setting shop to save a bunch of taxes, you also got to keep in mind that you would then have to bear the expenses of moving there, right, of relocation. So then you got to weigh the pros and cons of, are you spending more than you're saving? And if you are spending more, then it better be worth something. It better suit your lifestyle when you're making that move. The third situation is the pollution, the air pollution level, which he spoke about in his video. So what happens is, his example was the sunset example, right? So when your sun sets in a clear, pure environment, right? Let's say in the west, you have less pollution in certain places. You have a clear sunset. When the sun sets, you can clearly see, you can enjoy that beautiful sunset. There's nothing in between the sun and the surface, right? When it's setting, you can clearly see that happen. In his example, he talks about how there's a thick layer, a cloud of air pollution. The air pollution levels are very high in Dubai, and that's not just the problem with Dubai. That's the case with a lot of Asian countries. Some countries in that part of the world are heavily polluted, congested, a lot of air pollution, pollution is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of Asians from the south actually move abroad, right? They go to other countries for a better, cleaner life. So one takes the whole air pollution thing for granted. So you're from a Western country, you talk about the inflation, you talk about certain things. One thing that no one really thinks about is the quality of air that you breathe, which keeps you positive, which keeps you motivated. One of the biggest causes of depression could be the air pollution, the smoke that you're breathing in, right? So that is very important for a healthy, good, happy life. At the end of the day, you're living your life to live a good life, right? You're not there just to work on the numbers and suffer, right? When you're earning all this money, or you're diversifying, or you're saving yourself, or you're doing plan B's, residencies, and all those kind of things, one of the biggest things is your personal happiness and well-being. And the pollution or the air quality can have a direct impact on your happiness. Now, this is not to discredit Dubai in any ways. I'm just talking about what happened in his scenario, discussing his example, so that we can learn something from his use case, right? So he talked about how this thick, padding, right? This whole padding of smoke and all of the pollution, that layer, a thick layer between the surface and the kind of the environment. And when you see the sun setting, it almost sort of dissolves in that layer. There's no clear sunset that he talks about, and how the sun really melts into this thick layer of pollution. And what the symptoms that he started facing over a period of time immediately after moving was consistent headaches. So when you are living in thick polluted air, you often face severe migraines. To some people, it doesn't happen to all, but often it causes headaches to a lot of people. And then also in his case, what was happening is he was getting some sort of blood clot things from his nose, right? He explains it in his video. It's a very nice video. I think I really enjoyed watching that video. It's a long video, but it has a lot of talk about his journey into success and what happens once you are successful, how your life is impacted, how it gets tougher to sustain that success, right? Once you are successful, it's not reducing the pressure, it's adding more and more and more stress and pressure in your life. And that's where you have to then worry about other things, which is sustaining that success, keeping up with that success. And sometimes that success can come and bite you if you have health situations. And this particularly happens when you're the single person who really owns or controls your entity, right? If it is a big company and a lot of owners and everyone shares the responsibility, you can just take time off. But when everything depends upon you as the main person, right? When you're the face of your business, you're the one who's the single owner, it really can take a toll on your life and well-being. So you got to keep things in check. You got to keep things in balance. You have to do other things to make yourself happy and keep yourself happy and motivated. Money and business and prosperity in life is one thing, but the balance in life is very important, right? You can't just simply think or measure success by the amount of money that you earn. Your success is measured by how fit you are. The success is measured by how good you eat. The success is measured by how less you drink, right? If you're drinking and if you're earning money, I don't think you're living a successful life. You're wasting your life. You're harming yourself, right? The substance abuse, doping, drinking, all these things are bad things for you, right? You should, if you get rid of those things, I would say that you're quite successful in a certain way. So in his case, nonetheless, let's get back to his story. So he was facing the severe headaches and stuff from his nose, and this was really taking a huge toll on his life. So that is the reason why I think just a few weeks, I don't know the exact time frame that he was in Dubai for, but just in a few weeks he ran away, or he left Dubai for good. Right now he is living with his parents, living with your parents or your family, your wife, your children, whoever it is, right? Whoever loves you and whoever you love, be with them. This life is short. In order to have a good, positive life, you got to spend time with the people who love you and who matter to you. That is what life is about. It's not about the numbers. It is about the numbers to some extent, but it is also about your fitness, your health, your family, their happiness, your happiness, and all of that. When you're picking a plan B residency, make sure to take into account the pollution and all of those things. Don't go by some flashy, fancy YouTubers who sell you crap or market you some dumb options which can then backfire on you. Make sure you have lived in that country. Make sure you get an idea of that country. Talk to someone sensible who you can relate to, and then make your decision of moving to that country. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because on this channel I break latest breaking on Plan Bs, residencies, citizenships, news analysis, and a whole lot more. So you'll always be updated if you turn on that bell notification and subscribe to my channel. And in case you were new, my name is Jay, and here we discuss investments that lead to residencies and Plan B citizenships. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and catch you in the next one.